Sometimes life throws us curveballs, moments that test our loyalty, our friendships, even our morals. For me, it came in the form of a kiss. A kiss that had all the heat of a summer night and the danger of a forbidden love. And it wasn't just any kiss. It was my best friend's mom. Not that there was anything wrong with that, per se. Well, except for the fact that she was my best friend's mom. It started off like any other day. Ryan, being the great guy that he is, called me up and asked if I wanted to hit the books. We had that quiz tomorrow. He knew I needed help. I knew he secretly enjoyed showing off how smart he was. It was our little dynamic. I arrived at his house expecting his dad, the usual awkward niceties, and maybe a game of foosball. What I did not expect was to walk into his living room and find Mrs. Dawson in a silky robe, wine glass in hand, giving me a smile that could curdle milk. Don't get me wrong, she's a good-looking woman. I mean, I can see why Ryan's dad left her, but the whole situation, the timing, it was like stepping into a daytime soap opera. I remember thinking, please let the ground swallow me whole. But then she said, oh, honey, you look tired. Why don't you go upstairs, change into one of Ryan's old tracksuits? You can stay the night. I'll make us some dinner. I stared at her dumbfounded. No, it's fine. I just came to study. Nonsense, sweetheart. Your friend will be here in an hour. I insisted. Upstairs I went, where I found clothes that were more tight than I was comfortable with. Ryan's taste in fashion, questionable at best. His taste in music, even worse. One thing I have to give her, though, she made a mean lasagna. We ate in silence. Well, mostly silence. She kept asking me questions about my life, my dreams, my fears. It was like she was trying to build a bridge, but instead of bricks, she was using wine and late-night confessions. By the time Ryan showed up, both of us were wearing his dad's old football jerseys. We pretended to be annoyed, like it was just another normal hangout session. But behind her back, I mouthed to Ryan, "What the hell?" He shrugged, mouthed back, "Sorry, man," and then turned to face our mom. "Sorry what?" she asked. "Nothing," he said, laughing. It's just that sometimes you got to do what you gotta do for that lasagna." He winked at me. I rolled my eyes, but I couldn't help but laugh along. It was one of those nights where everything seemed a bit too intense, a bit too real. We played foosball, we talked, we joked, but there was an undercurrent of something else in the air. Maybe it was just me, but as the night wore on, I felt a shift in the energy, a spark that wasn't there before. It was subtle, almost imperceptible, like a small flame catching the wind. Before I knew it, I was standing in front of her, holding a wine glass while Ryan watched, a smirk playing on his lips. "Here's to new beginnings," she said, raising her glass. And then she leaned in and kissed me,